Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at should you forget Nvidia, because I forgot this morning to talk about Nvidia with other semiconductors. I started off talking that we'll talk Nvidia at the end of the video, the morning video, and I went through AMD, ARM, Broadcom, and everything. And then Seagate, I completely forgot that I had to come back to Nvidia. Well, so is Nvidia doing that bad that it's just worth to forget about it? Well, let's talk about that in this video. I'll also take you over S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 as to see what the price action is doing. So with that, please note, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. In this video, we won't be looking at other semiconductors or AI stocks and all. You can check out the morning video because the price action is exactly what I said. So check that video out. I'll just show you high level, very high level in this video as how things have panned out by the end of the day. So, but let's start off with Nvidia. I don't want to forget Nvidia again here, right? So, all right. So Nvidia, guys, in the last video that I did over the weekend, I mentioned that Nvidia is the only stock that is weak, and it will remain in the weakness unless we start to see some regain of the levels. Okay, I mentioned that as we continue to stay below this zone, expect continuation of the weakness. And technically we are today, the bounces are still being sold off on Nvidia, and Nvidia still remains in the negative structure here, guys. Okay, it's not just a pullback anymore here. All right, this is this type of a sell-off when the multi-day weakness has also lost the overall structure, which is, it's pretty much losing that at the yellow zone. This was the last line of defense for it, the significant level zone. Okay, unfortunately it's losing that, so it's no longer just a pullback and a multi-day weakness. It's more than just that. It's more than just your multi-day weakness. At this point, you should not be holding a big position on the swing side on Nvidia. You should, in the multi-day, already sizing down, and today, after also losing the top line of yellow zone, which we also lost on the Friday, but the point is that today we are seeing a follow through of that. And I said that as we continue to stay below these zones, especially start to dip through the yellow zone here, most likely we may be testing again 196, and that remains the case right now on Nvidia. Nvidia is definitely the laggard right now compared to, like, just to show you high level, look at AMD. For the price action, guys, check out my morning video. I talked about what you have to look for in these stocks and what I have been saying. Okay, look at AMD, right? ARM pushing through, Broadcom doing some sell off, but again, check out the morning video. But it's not that, I mean, it's not in a problem. Micron pushing through 20% up today. Are you kidding me? SanDisk still bullish and all that good stuff, right? So Seagate also is looking strong. I mean, you get my point. The point is that Nvidia is the laggard right now, and it's still in the weakness. Now, it's all about trading with the structure. So we have to identify if this has to come back in the strength, where would that be? Well, your first take is that your multi-day weakness strength will start to evaporate or diminish, and it will start to get some in the multi-day strength as it can start to close above 216 and 90 cents area, this very zone, the top line of the yellow zone. And there's a significant level also there, guys. Pretty much that's the significant level. If we can close without breaking below the significant level, it's important, without breaking 212 and 30 cents significant level, if we can regain above this zone, 216 and 90 cents significant level, then we have a turnaround possibility. That's a multi-day strength. Okay, so, and that will begin that, okay, we are back again in the strength. Otherwise, no, Nvidia right now still has a room. Unfortunately, if we stay below that 216 and 90 cents area, unfortunately we do have a room still to cool off until 196, unfortunately. So just be a little bit be careful, because look, when the day all the chip stocks are going up but Nvidia is going down, that's somewhere you have to be really careful. That's something that you can't ignore. Okay, that's something, because when other days things may cool off on other ones, Nvidia may sell off more. Okay, so that's a problem. All right, let's take a look at Nasdaq 100 and S&P 500 as well in this video. So now, if you're a member on my Patreon, guys, I told you that we are just bullish, right? And we are, nothing to worry about even in the near term. This significant level 714 and 60 cents, and overall structure will be fine even until 696. And at this point we have pushed through because overall structure has been bullish, and at this point 721 and 80 cents area above, we will, it's just your new area of support. And overall structure held bullish. I mentioned that we are just bullish, and so structure, you're just holding the structure, excuse me, right? It's all about positioning, and Nasdaq 100 is just pushing through. Can it do a cool off? Sure, it can do a cool off, but the point is that it will not be in any negative structure even until 722 area at this point. Okay, so we are very bullish and we are still in the strength, and right now there is no weakness, and this area will soon become this up here 721 to 722 soon will become an overall bullish structure as well. So but yeah, so right now things are looking really good on that here as well. Okay, let's take a look at S&P 500 here now. So S&P 500 is, as if you remember, you are aware about these price actions. I talk about it on my Patreon videos with you guys, if you remember. And so here, overall structure previously has been fine for us even until 731 zone. Now this was the level we are watching for multi-day strength. Staying above that, we will remain in the strength, and you can see we are above that, and our bias remains bullish. Everything overall structure is just bullish. If you are doing swing, you are only starting to size down when multi-day weakness starts to happen. We never even went into the multi-day weakness, and your multi-day level now is up here at 749. So as we continue to hold it, all good. All right, and if you lose it, it's not bearish, but you can consider taking some partial ongoing profits in your swing, or however. You should not exit your overall swing position until the overall structure breaks. But when the multi-day weakness starts to happen, you should be sizing out your position, taking some partial profits, and when the pullback completes itself, you can add again more. It's about optimizing the position, optimizing the profits. SPY is looking really good. I'm not considering any problem even until 740 on this thing. And yeah, and then overall structure is in no problem even until 731. And even let's say we, for any reason, market just goes like that, which I don't think how S&P 500 and Nasdaq can do that, but for years and months, I mean, not years, let's not go that ahead, but for months, I don't see how it's gonna break. Yeah, I don't see it's gonna break 695 or those zones. So very strengthful, very bullish, and yeah, market is still very strong right now. All right, so that's all I had for you in this video, and with that, guys, I will see you in my next videos. All right, take care, bye.